안녕하세요. 저희는 김이에요. 뉴올리언스 살아요. So I was born in Louisiana but moved to New Orleans in 2018. New Orleans is known for a lot of things, from Mardi Gras or Fat Tuesday celebrations, to jazz music and live performance, food like po' boys, gumbo, and jambalaya, to incredible street art and graffiti. New Orleans is also just kind of weird, and I really love that about it. It's been very hot lately all around the world, but Louisiana has been especially hot. Because it was so cloudy and rained a few days before, today was actually the first day since May that it was comfortable enough to walk around outside. The actual temperature was about 90 degrees Fahrenheit or 32 degrees Celsius, but it felt more like 100 degrees Fahrenheit or about 38 degrees Celsius. I've been talking a lot lately about how I really miss being outside, so today was the perfect day to revisit some of my favorite places around the city. This is She Comes in Peace, a costume shop that relocated to this spot recently. A local artist named Nikki Davis painted this cool mural on the building recently, and I like it a lot. I think it looks so cool. It's just so colorful and really vibrant. And look at this alien girl, isn't she the coolest? There are a few more murals on the back of the building and on the fence, but they were harder to get a good picture of. When I went inside, there were so many little cool accessories like these pins, Predator, but if he slayed, and some little alien friends, of course. There are so many good murals and cool graffiti in this area. I couldn't really film it all, but here are some that I really like. On the way to my next destination, I walked past this shop and it smelled so good, like freshly baked bread. So I had to go inside. They had a pretty good selection of baked treats and breads, but I couldn't really decide on what to get. So I just ended up getting their little drink special, which was a lemon matcha spritz. I sat here for a minute in the air conditioning, got my drink, grabbed my little book, and continued my journey. Okay, aren't these trees so cool? I headed down Frenchman Street, which is home to many of the city's jazz clubs, including Snug Harbor and the Spotted Cat. Both venues host musicians every night, and usually this area is much louder, but I was here pretty early in the day, around 11 or 12. Here is the Frenchman Art Bazaar and even more street art. A lot of the art in this city is very political and have very powerful messages. And this one isn't political, but it made me think about Kim Yon-tan. Next, I stopped at the Louisiana Music Factory, which is mostly a record shop, but they have tapes, CDs, and some music supplies and instruments too. They have so many different genres of music here, especially different genres of jazz. I'll admit that I did look for BTS albums just in case, but they didn't seem to have any. Okay, this is just my mid-video reminder that you can still wear a mask if you want to. My background is in public health, and also my best friend and roommate is chronically ill. And also my dad died of COVID in 2021, so I still wear a mask in many places. I also walked by the New Orleans Jazz Museum today. I've been here before and it's super cool, but I didn't have time to visit today, unfortunately. The featured exhibit was called Universal Heart Chords, Music Paintings of Frederick J. Brown, which sounded super cool, so I hope I can go back and see this really soon. I also saw a cute little shop with a sign that said free puppy kisses, so obviously I had to check that out. And this is the French Market. I actually didn't know this until today, but the French Market has been operating since 1791. So for over 230 years, people have gathered here to buy and sell. A lot of tourists come here to find affordable souvenirs, different handmade goods, and food like snowballs and oysters. I started to hear some music toward the end of the market, so I followed that around the corner and came across this band. This is Café du Monde, a coffee stand downtown where you can get beignets, which are fried donuts covered in so much powdered sugar. I also didn't have time to stop here today, but I'll come back and try again soon. Here is St. Louis Cathedral. The internet says it's the oldest cathedral in continuous use in the United States, which I actually didn't know that either. I finally arrived at my main destination, Jackson or Jack's Brewery, where K-Pop NOLA is located. It was pretty quiet around here today, but here's a video from the last time I came downtown. I love K-Pop NOLA. The people that work here are so nice and helpful, and they're always playing good music. I came here actually to buy V's album Layover, but unfortunately the store had not received them yet, which is okay. I bought a copy at Target, but I'll be back here to get a different version when they do come in. Next, I went to a cool little coffee shop called Haunted Beans. I found this place the last time I came to K-Pop NOLA, and there are so many creepy dolls here. I don't remember what this drink was called, but it's a caramel apple something. It was really good. And I saw this missing cat poster, but when I got a better look at it, it looked like it was promotion for a new Lil Wayne project. So one of the main things that people know about New Orleans is Bourbon Street. This is Maison Bonbon, one of Bourbon's oldest live jazz clubs, and it's dedicated to the preservation of jazz. Maison Bonbon is where many of the world's most notable jazz musicians serve their apprenticeships. Here is Cat's Meow, which is a karaoke bar with a 24-hour live stream. Then I walked by this European jazz bar that I'd never seen before, but it looked really cool inside. So I haven't been on Bourbon Street at night in a very long time, but this is usually where I would go. Café Lafite in Exile. Lafitte's is the oldest continually operating gay bar in the United States. Sometimes from the balcony, they'll show music videos on this blank wall between these windows. I have an old video here. It's so hot. Now by this point, it had gotten much hotter and I was really struggling. So I decided to stop by a shop and get this fan, which ended up being $11 USD, which is a little under 15,000 won. Anyway, I headed toward my final destination, Armstrong Park. Louis Armstrong was a skilled singer, trumpet, and cornet player, and is an extremely influential figure in American music history. Also in this park is the Mahalia Jackson Theater for Performing Arts. Mahalia Jackson is also known as the Queen of Gospel, known for her passionate and emotional performances. No, I was too tired to keep walking, but I wanted to share one more thing before I go because I just think it's cool. Here on this corner by the orange store is a piece by Banksy that he did when he came to New Orleans in 2008. I couldn't stop to take a picture of it, but here is a picture I found online. And now I'm back home because it was hot and I started to miss my cat. Kamsahamnida, everyone. Thank you so much for letting me show you around New Orleans.